Hello, Ben Coldwell, QS for VolkerRail, currently working for VRSB Signalling, worked for business for roughly 5.5 years now. I think when I joined the business, I was one of the first few that had started this degree apprenticeship, and I think I can see that that's obviously gone well with me and a few others, and I feel like the business is definitely trying to enact that a bit more, and every year we're getting more and more apprentices every year, so obviously it's doing something good. So like this year, I think Signalling have taken on 4 or 5 trainee QSs, whereas when I joined, I was one of 3 trainee QSs joining the entire business. So I can definitely see that the business is trying to develop their staff definitely a lot more. I think because there's quite a wide range of different disciplines involved in the rail industry. You're not just limited to domestic construction, for example. The railway includes a wide range of construction that can be from BMP, civils, overhead line, signalling, telecoms, etc. You're not just limited to one area in construction. I also like the challenge that comes with working on existing railways. You don't have 24-hour access to sites, so you're limited on when you can actually access these sites. It comes with complications, and also I think working in the rail industry, you work on higher value schemes, which you might not necessarily work on when you work with other industries. When I was first starting out, I like construction. I like the whole engineering behind it. I love how things come together, and then I also liked maths at school. I always did well at that, so I thought put the two together, become a QS. I thought that was a good fit, and I've also got relatives who are QSs as well, so I think that gave me the steer to go down to industry, I think. So me and Sam don't directly work with each other, although we do have similar roles. Sam works for VRSB Power Division, and I work for VRSB Signalling. Recently moved over from major projects as of about 6-7 months ago now. And having other work with the industry, and if I've got a problem or he's got a problem, we can share it with each other as opposed to having to go to our line manager, whatever, we can bounce ideas off each other. But now I think it's quite good that our Sam works for business as well, definitely. Just varying experience, really. I mean, major projects was great. Worked on the same job for roughly 5 years, and coming to Signalling, you might see a bit more end to end. You get involved in a lot more projects. They might not be the same value wise, but there's probably a lot more variety. Yeah, back early actually, yeah. So that was, like I said, like 5.5 years ago. So I joined Volkers on a placement year at university. So I was doing a sandwich course. So I did 2 years full time at university. I joined on essentially what was a placement year, and then I was due to go back full time at university following that year. But how it panned out was I joined on the placement year, and then I essentially went back to university on day release. So I went back 1 day a week to finish my final year. So I never did the full placement, so I just went back. But on my first day, yeah, I do remember it, and I didn't initially know what to expect at that point in time. It was sort of a shot in the dark, because I never actually had experience as a QS. But when I first started, I was responsible for invoices on a project, managing subcontractors, etc. And the way that's developed is started as a trainee quantity surveyor, followed on my assistant, and now I'm qualified quantity surveyor. The way things have moved on is that you're almost a section QS as you start. You sort of get a mini portfolio to manage, and as you progress, you normally get end-to-end. This project's for you to manage. You have to report to your commercial managers, etc. So it just comes with more responsibility ultimately. The standout moment for me is probably getting my first class at university. Something that VolkerRail supported me with. Without them, I don't think I would have been able to achieve it at that point. VolkerRail have always been consider it my development. They've always given me my time to. They've always given me time to develop in my role, whether that's been day release for university or they've given me the time to do my rigs chartership. I've also liked that it's always been open and honest. It's always been a two-way conversation. It's not just been management talking directly to me. It's been, what do I want to get out of it? And I've seen that's been implemented, which is good. Yeah, I think so. I think speaking from previous projects, still early days with aerospace signalling, but some of the processes I've implemented on previous jobs, such as a new change control process, which was enacted on East Coast PSU project, had a bit more of a new process for commercial control on that project as well, which is quite good. Yeah, something I always look at as well. I'm always trying to challenge the norm. Yeah, I'm currently a mentor, so I'm not officially anyone's line manager because I'm QS, so QSs don't officially line manage anyone. But I do currently have 3 people I'm mentoring at the minute. Training QSs who recently started, which is good. Definitely comes with its challenges as well because I've not been anyone's line manager myself as such, so it's definitely a learning curve for myself. I think some of the questions they ask as well, I like put myself in their shoes. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what they're feeling because obviously they don't know what they don't know, do they? But I do try and tell them every day, like, no question's a silly question. Anything you need to ask, just ask, because I know what it's like. You come into a new industry and you can sort of sit reserved a bit because you don't want to feel like you don't know anything, but ultimately you don't know anything because you only just started with business. So just feel free to ask anything you want to ask. So I'm currently working towards my RICS chartership, something I'd like to achieve in the next year or 2. In terms of my masters, it's something I've looked at as well. Next step for me would be senior QS, currently QS with Volkers, and hopefully I'd like to achieve that sometime soon.